Soldiers were given army duffel bags, the bottoms of which immediately got torn.
Old uniform and boots that don't fit. After Vladimir Putin announced the mobilization in Russia, more and more conscripts complained that all military uniforms are completely unusable. According to the recruits, not only are they forced to go to war, but they also have to buy the equipment with their own money.
When I went into the army as a conscript, I was given a uniform size 56. My size is 48, height is 3. They gave me a size 56, height 4. It's impossible to train in it. It is 8 sizes bigger than mine. When the question of body armor or helmet was raised, they gave me nothing either. The bulletproof vest was bought by my parents. They bought it for 15,000 rubles and brought it to me personally.
The first aid kit also has to be bought with personal funds. The Russian military registration and enlistment offices honestly admit to recruits that they cannot even provide them with peroxide and tourniquets. There is nothing in stock. You should prepare yourselves on your own. There's no medicine too. Hydrogen peroxide is also a must-buy. Tourniquets. I don't have enough for all of you.
There are no tourniquets in pharmacies.
Take the tourniquets from car first aid kits. Another problem of the Russian army is the strikingly low level of providing soldiers with weapons. Many have weapons that date back to the Soviet era. In several military units, the Russian command has handed out rusty Kalashnikov assault rifles, which were used during the First Chechen War.
And these are the actual assault rifles that we receive.
The Russian army has an extremely low level of material provision and too little time to effectively replenish it, military experts say. Therefore, conscripts should not count on normal uniforms.
Almost every weapon ready to fight is already on the front line. It is already being destroyed by our Ukrainian troops. Of course, these people can only perform the tasks of resupply of any units or perform police functions inside the front, stand at checkpoints, carry out some kind of filtration measures. It is unlikely that they will be armed. Roman Svitan, military expert, in a comment to the current time.
At the same time, in Russia and in the Ukrainian territories occupied by Russia, mobilization is discriminatory because representatives of ethnic minorities and residents of poorer regions are called to war more often. In addition, according to human rights activists, the priority is given to those segments of the population that pose the greatest potential risks to the regime.
We can see that in Crimea there is indeed a discriminatory percentage of conscripted Crimean Tatars compared to other nationalities living in Crimea. We can see that in Moscow this is not happening so actively. At the same time, in the national republics in Russia, in the Far East, in Siberia, it is happening more actively. In this case, the government solves several problems, including the disposal of possible organizers in the national republics of actions aimed at disintegration of the Russian Federation.
Novaya Gazeta Europe, citing sources in the Russian presidential administration, reports that 261,000 Russians have led their country since the mobilization was announced. UK Defense Intelligence suggests that the real figures exceed the size of the total invasion force that Russia deployed against Ukraine in February 2022. Reported by Diana Kolesnik, Vlada Tsurkan, UATV News.